Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to be going over MongoDB, which is a NoSQL database. Personally, I prefer SQL databases, but I had a lot of fun with this assignment. So let's go ahead and start it. And here we have our MongoDB shell. So let's populate our database with some data. Here we have some customers and some orders, and we have some scripts. So our first script here uses a MapReduce to get a report on the number of customers per zip code that starts with 9. So when you call MapReduce on a collection, Mongo automatically iterates over that collection. So in this case, Mongo is iterating linearly over the customers collection, and for every record, it's calling the mapf function, which just contains one line of code. If the zip code starts with 9, we emit the zip code and a count of 1 because we're counting all the customers per zip code. So if you think of this emit as being kind of like a throw, then the mapf function is throwing the zip code over to the reduce function. And you can see there's a count here as a parameter, and it's just summing up the count and returning it. And then we print out our report. So let's go ahead and do that. And here you will see you have all the zip codes that start with 9 and the number of customers that live in that zip code. It looks like they copied and pasted a lot. 17. We have 17 customers and a lot of zip codes here. Our next example uses 3 MapReduces. So what we're trying to do is find out the quantities sold per zip code, but we can't actually join the orders and the customers collections in a normal manner like you can in SQL databases. One way to aggregate them is to use MapReduce. So our first MapReduce, we are calling on the orders collection. And within the orders collection, every record, every order has a list of items that was purchased. So we are iterating through that inner collection and totaling up the quantities. So we're emitting the customer, the quantity of the items. The reduce function is summing it up, totaling it up, and returning it. Our second MapReduce, which is called on the customers collection, is just emitting the customer ID and their zip. So this customer ID is the same as this customer ID up here in our first MapReduce. So the orders and the customers collection are joined in effect using the customer ID, and our output is stored in this quantity list here. So the first MapReduce, everything is stored in the quantity list. The second MapReduce, we're essentially appending the quantity list. This is where we're joining everything, and that's why this extra word is here. It says reduce because we want to add to that list, not overwrite it. So effectively now we have joined the orders and the customers collections using the customer ID. And then finally, our last MapReduce, we're calling on that list because we need to extract the zip code and then the number of items sold in that zip. So let's go ahead and run this script. And there you will see all these zip codes and the number of items sold. A lot of zip codes, nothing was sold. So we have customers registered, but they haven't purchased anything, which is odd. But there you have it, 131 items sold in zip code 38101. So very, very popular zip code there. All right, thanks for watching.